Obviously, there was a very blatant and obvious reaction to the snippet after you posted it. A lot of people felt as if it maybe had a lot of Black American influences.
Right.
And your whole career, you've always preached unity and bringing Black people together. And everybody says that you once said or alluded to Black Americans not having any culture. So they were like, well, wait a second. Why is he wearing shoes that look like Tim's and sampling an American song if Black Americans have no culture?
Like, I'm really glad you asked that question because it's like, yeah, like, people is really stupid. Like, I don't really look at none of that. People that say they have their own agendas. My mission is to bring us together, you know what I mean? My mission is to build a bridge that can't be broken. So at the end of the day, there's always going to be a section where it's like they need more attention and you need to teach, you need to let them know, understand more, like they need more education.
What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever these videos drop. Please make sure you're hitting the like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm, get this message out to the ears that need to hear. If you have not done so yet, please go and click the link in the description and go and sign the petition for reparations that are authored on change.org. And with that being said, let's get into it, family. So we have a group of people who's here in America who look like us but do not have the lineage that we have. And these same people who are here, who look like us but don't have the lineage that we have, they are going around spreading some nonsensical talking point that Black Americans have no culture and Black Americans is one of the worst ethnic groups globally. So I'm going to play one of these videos, and then we're going to get into this discussion about culture. Let's go.
Most is Black Americans. I hate them the most.
If you make a list of like the best Black people, a lot of them are African Americans.
Yeah.
But if you make a list of the worst Black people, the African Americans, they hold us back and bring us forward. Like 10 steps forward, 10 steps back.
They got Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
but then they got Sexy Red.
I remember
I mean,
that.
it's not just Black Americans, it's just Americans in general are just stupid.
Now, if there was like a country that wasn't on Earth, it would be America. Like, I honestly believe that people, when you go to America, you leave the planet.
Genuinely,
Like, they'll be surprised that like flipping
surprised there's Black people here.
Russia and Germany are not next to each other. They're like, in Europe is just one road.
Literally, imagine, I'm in Europe, like, oh yeah, I got a cousin in Europe. Where's he from? He's
Like,
from London, bro. We're not in the
oh,
same
that's what
Europe.
I'm saying, but they're like, yeah, man, I'm coming to Europe, man. Let's
link
meet,
up.
man. I'm coming to Europe, man. They arrive, they call me. Where are you, man? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm in Manchester. Where are you? Yeah, man, I'm in Sweden right now. Over there, yeah, like they're convinced that whatever's happening there,
That's right.
like that's it.
That's what's meant to
They
be.
don't know life outside of America.
All right. So you heard this situation. They feel like Black Americans are dumber than everyone else. I've heard some talking points on other podcasts that we have no culture. Here's the thing. One, Black Americans are some of the most smartest people around the globe. Not only are we some of the most smartest people around the globe, we're the most influential people around the globe. Like, he's not dressing like an African in Europe. He don't look like he's going to have tea, do he? He don't look like he's on his way to go get some crumpets, do he? He looks like he's on his way to shoot a music video, does he not? Just a dirtier version of it. He's exhibiting Black American culture in the way that he dressed already. That should tell you and show you how influential we are. That's one. When you talk about intelligence, if we didn't create some of the things that we created here, let me restate that. If we didn't create a lot of the stuff that we created here, the globe would be shooken. If Black Americans took away all the inventions that we have, it would throw the world back into a stone age. That's just what it is. And then they mentioned Martin Luther King. Who the hell do you have? Who the hell do you have who actually fought white supremacy? Because we have multitudes of people. They only mention MLK because that's all they know, while they're sitting there talking about, they said they're coming to Europe, and they hit me and say, I'm in Europe, and where are you at? I'm in Manchester, and they said they in Sweden or somewhere. If you never tell them where the hell you are, how the hell are they supposed to know? America is bigger than Europe. Let's be very clear about that. America is way bigger than Europe. You don't think that black folks know how to navigate through America? Navigating through Europe would mean so much less. The only issue that people from America would have navigating themselves through Europe is having a guide or so, because they've never been over there, of course. Or if they have, they wouldn't need a guide. But you have multitudes of people from Africa who come over here who don't know the difference between Los Angeles and New York. This man ain't even speaking in his African tongue. He's speaking as if he's British. A few broadcasts ago, when I spoke on comedian Godfrey, he said the same thing. And well, you know, these dudes are trying to sound like the people who are in Europe. They don't even speak their own national tongue, their native tongue. But they want to speak about black Americans. Let's get back to this culture thing, though, family. Because people like this, I had to ask myself, why is it so important for people who look like us to tell us we have no culture? Why is it so important for people such as this man and other Africans to come here and then tell us we have no culture, or try to convince black Americans that we have no culture? Why would that be? And the Most High slapped me in the back of the head with the answer, and it's a very simple answer too. The reason is, if a person can convince you you don't have a culture, then that person can then turn around and take your culture. That person can then turn around and say they authored your culture. That person can turn around and then say this is American culture, when it comes from black Americans specifically. That's why it's very important for these people to try and convince you and I that black Americans have no culture, when our culture reverberates around the globe. We all seen the videos of the Asians dancing to hip hop and all that other stuff. But I'm going to play a few other videos. And you tell me if we have culture. So let's jump into the next clip, shall we? Oh, before we go here, we're going to move this down here. Give me a second. Yeah, before we go there, we're going to jump into this situation here. So apparently, one of these Africans who probably feel we have no culture, who thinks he's better than us, call us cicadas and everything else, was on the train. And he was talking some stuff. And one of our brothers told him the facts, told him the truth. Well, if you feel that way, go back to Africa. Then you won't have to worry about being around us. But let's get it in. Let's hear what he has to say.
Then go back to your fucking country. Why are you talking about this stuff?
This your fucking
Go back to your fucking country.
Your fucking country?
Go back to your country.
This your fucking country?
Why are you talking
Why
about
the fucking your name in this country?
Go back to your
You
country.
think your fucking your name in this country? Are you
Go back to your country. Why are you talking about
the
this?
fucking you are telling me to go back?
Hey!
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Because you're fighting.
Yeah, family. So, they don't like that. They don't like being told to go back to their country. And you see, he instigated the situation. Now, to my brother in the brown jacket, if you ever see this, I'm going to need you to stick and move. I'm going to need you to get some Ali. I'm going to need you to remember the heritage of these people in which you have a bloodline to, a direct contact to, a blood connection. And I'm going to need you to do some Muhammad Ali's Cassius Clay sticking and moving and dancing around. And pop him a couple of times, because there was several times that you should have been keeping them guards up, but still the point is made. But these are the folks that are coming in here telling us we have no culture. But they're trying to come here and take your culture. They want to replace you as a black person in America. Now, let's get to this next clip. Often imitated but never duplicated, this is black culture at its finest. This is black culture at its finest. And I want to make sure you guys understand what's going on. So, at the top video here, you have a group of soldiers, white gentlemen, who are trying to emulate and duplicate our culture. But he fails epically. It's such an epic fail. But I want to read what I wrote here. And if you are not subscribed to me, you're not following me on Twitter, then make sure you're doing so. It says, I saw a post that asks why black people love the bottom clip so much. What's so great about it? My reply was, if you don't have the soul and the ancestral ties back to slavery, you wouldn't understand. And that's facts. Many of them folks questioned my statement. This is the evidence of what I said. And so I'm going to go ahead, hit you with this here.
bless his heart.
Come on in, ladies. Want to roll this with these guys.
You could be a clever enough, but not play Powerball.
Often imitated, however, never duplicated. And see, this is what we mean in the new black media by if people are trying their hardest to erase our contributions to America, but without us, America wouldn't be what it is today. Music wouldn't be what it is today. Art wouldn't be what it is today. Nothing would be what it is today. And America looks at Black America and say, oh, that's cool. I want to do that. And then they go on and try to emulate what they're seeing in Black America. And that becomes a part of American culture. And that becomes part of American culture. Do you see this here? Beyonce did her Cowboy Carter picture here. I'm not sure if it's her album cover or whatever, but this is the picture she took. She's holding an American flag. Proud FBA. Proud Freeman. And what these Jellics folks did was literally took the picture and imposed their flags in Beyonce's hands and on her outfit. Say you trying to be like us without saying it. Show me where a Black American has did this to any one of these people's culture, put an American flag in their hands. If there was an American flag in any one of these people's cultures, heroes' hands or anything like that, I guarantee you that's a real picture that they wielded themselves. We have never had to do this to anyone. But what are they doing? They out here showing their hatred. They're showing their envy. They're showing who they are and who they wish they could be. And who they wish they can be. Now, there's some people that rock with the flag. There's some people who don't. I'm one of the people who don't. But regardless of it, that's still America's flag. So I wasn't mad at Beyonce when she took a picture like this. No. All I saw was her representing her FBA heritage. Cowboyed up. Because the original cowboys was the FBAs, was the descendants of American slaves. Bass Reeves. Let's be real honest about this. So she's dressed like someone who's proud of the area in which she comes from. She's from Houston. But the rest of these Photoshop flicks here, it tells you everything that you need to see. Everything that you need to know. If you're so proud of these flags that you guys are imposing on Beyonce, why aren't you in your country repping those flags? What sense does that make? You're repping a country outside of your country. when your country could use all of that energy? They could use soldiers, they could use nurses, they could use all of that. So why are you here when those countries, when your countries, the same countries that you imposed on these flags, could use you back home? Let's move it along. This is the whole Texas Hold'em shuffle dance. Reaching Africa. Reaching Africa.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no Hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo! There's a tornado in my city.
But we have no culture. But it's us, the ones who set the culture, that has no culture. But yet, all around the world, they doing this Texas Hold'em dance to a Black American. To a Black American's music. The dancing style is Black American. Because that line dancing is Black American. Let's get it very clear. Let's make it simple and plain. These are all Black American cultures. I ain't never seen nobody line dancing in Africa. And nor do we go around disrespecting the traditional dances and garments of Africa. Black Americans big up those things, but yet you come here and you look down on us while wearing our garbs. You're not wearing African garbs. While speaking and addressing the world in AAVE, African American vernacular. Like, it doesn't make sense. But we're the ones without culture. Let's continue.
Voila, check with the team. Team, do your job. Safe is the name. We're bringing the 8 day. Others can watch, but they know they ain't safe.
Yeah, there's more to that, family, but that's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. I just can't stand it. It's just, one, you ain't even getting the lyrics right. Two, the melody is switching from left to right. Like, it's a lot of weirdness going on, but you're getting that from Black Americans. Not the weirdness, but the actual song. That came from here. But y'all have no problem using what we create here over there, then coming here and saying we have no culture. Check this.
See the reason why I don't like white women?
Why is that?
Because I don't like white bitches. I don't like nothing white but a white beetle and a white t-shirt. You dig?
On who?
On Larry.
You said what, bro?
See the reason why I don't like white women?
Why is that?
Because I don't like white bitches. I don't like nothing white but a white beetle in a white t-shirt. You dig?
On who?
On Larry.
Everybody wants our swag, our culture, our demeanor, our get down, the way we move, the way our essence flow around us. There is nobody like us on this planet. No one. And as much as we pay homage to Africa for the lineage from a piece of our lineage being from there, we've created and become a whole different beast. It's like that commercial with Kobe Bryant and Kanye. And Kobe was telling Kanye, well, Kanye was asking Kobe, how many more records you want me to break? And Kobe's like, more records. How much richer can I become? More richer. How much greater can I be? More greater. But I'm the best, Kanye says. And Kobe looks at him and says, but are you a different animal and the same beast? And Kanye said, what are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? And Kobe Bryant said, you're welcome. Ponder that, basically. And everybody started applauding. Kanye's the only one that didn't understand what he was saying. Or maybe everyone in the room didn't, but they just went along with it. But I always understood what that commercial was saying. I understood Kobe was saying in that commercial. And that's what Black Americans are. When you look at anyone around the world, we are a different animal and the same beast. So yeah, we might have ancestral ties back to Africa, but guess what? We're a whole different animal. We're something that Africa has never seen before. That's why the world looks to us. Because we are a different animal and the same beast. But the world don't look to Africa in the way it looks to Black Americans for cultural situations do it. You might find some napkin folks that'll fly over to Africa and put on a dashiki and all this other stuff, stay over there, get married, take advantage of the African culture there. But you don't see that happening globally like you see with Black American culture. You don't see Asians in Asia wearing dashikis and doing traditional tribe dances or whatever the fuck they do over there. Excuse my French. You don't see Indians over there dancing to African music like they're dancing to hip hop with their belly dancing and all this other stuff. You don't see Asians making their hair in a texture of the African to put mud in their hair or to do whatever Africans do with their hair over there. No, they're doing these things to their hair so they can look more like Black Americans. But we don't have a culture? Laughable.
Gassing on the east, and they done tore up the bills, but that shit's still a part of me. The heart of me is incomplete, cause I done lost so many people. What you hear is many spirits and they voices when I speak. Pour some liquor for the dead, homies, pop a top and drink. Raise a toast for those that 6 feet deep and buried underneath. Yeah, hold my beer, yeah, I got this little bit. Yeah, hold my beer, yeah, I got this little bit. Yeah, hold my beer, yeah, I got this little bit. Yeah. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Everyone loves Black American culture, but they can't stand Black Americans. Why? because we're the ones that moves the culture of everyone around the world. We're the creators, and everyone else around the world are duplicators. We're the creators, and everyone else around the world are duplicators. But often they are not duplicators. They try to be duplicators, and in their best days, they can never duplicate the original. Often imitated, never duplicated. Let's continue.
Sure wasn't gonna see me. I'm the old daddy of this stuff. You know daddy love you forever, little buddy. It's like this 97. Alright, my little girls and my little boys, let's do it like this. I'm gonna rub your butts in the moonshine. Let's take it back to 79. I promise atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform on robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Battle scar, shogun, explosion when my bend hits. Tremendous, ultraviolet, shine, blind forensics. I inspect you through the future, see millennium. Killer bees sold 50 gold, 60 platinum. Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics. Graphic displays melt the steel like blacksmiths. Black blue jackets, queen bees, east the gunsons. Pumping the patrolmen in gas links to function. Heads by the score, take flight inside a war. 6 hit the floor, die hard fans demand more. Behold the bold soldier, control the globe slowly. Proceed to blow, swinging swords like Shinobi. Stock rounds and pound footprints inside the pod. Who got it locked, perform a live board, you're hot as fly.
Wu-Tang is some of the biggest, I want to say one of the biggest groups in the world. When you go to Japan and China and all this other stuff, and you literally see how they revere the Wu-Tang Clan, oh, you can't, there's no way around it. How influential hip-hop is, how influential Black American culture is. And we're going to get into some of that. This is India. And Tariq posted this, and I had to include it because I was putting together this compilation. If I ain't the creator, then what do you call that? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be honest. That was actually kind of slapping. But guess what? As I'm going to read this comment from Ants. It says, we are the true creators. Even in the midst of oppression, we still impact people. Doesn't matter what country you're from or the dialect you speak. Or the dialect you speak. They ain't over there doing the like they usually do. They over there with the hum to malakum, you know, because birakum. I probably slaughtered that, but I don't give a dang. Let's run that back one more time.
कदे पिंदे सुट्टा कदे पिंदे रम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा कदे पिंदे रम लड़ना मुकाबला तो पूरा रखी दम गड्डियां वखा के करना हुंदा नहीं कम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा कदे पिंदे रम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा कदे पिंदे रम रेड डॉट लाए मथे.
And it's funny, the beat sounds like something that Timberland would make or something like that. And he's rocking it like somebody that Timberland would go and get. I'm gonna be honest with you, Timberland liked to make his money outside the black community. Nelly Furtado and, Justin Timberlake. I ain't mad at him. Do your thing. At least you're the one actually signing these folks. But the difference is you got people across the world who's trying to sound and be like us. But people want to come and say, we have no culture. Even in Africa, they're mixing our shit. Let's hear it. You see the look on that man's face? It was a look of disgust, but then he had to give in to it because it was solid. That Mike Jack hit your soul. Liberian girl. And he couldn't do nothing because it enhanced whatever BS she was playing on those turntables, excuse me. Hell, the turntables in itself is black culture. The turntables in itself is black American culture. That was us, baby. Who was the one who went out there and put lines on different records so they can revert back to those lines and on those turntables, baby? That was us. And y'all over there, benefiting from what we create. Take black culture away from the world, I guarantee you, we go back into darkness. Guarantee you will go back and spiral into darkness. Let me show you some of our actual black culture. Now, I want y'all to, I'm going to play this again. I'm going to play the other clip as well. I want you all to notice the difference between us getting together and people who aren't us who get together. You don't see no huge ratchetness going on out there. It's a family event. You see people dressed like it's a family event, very decent, They acting like it's a family event. Very cordial. Unlike things like the carnival. Unlike these things like the carnival, we actually have depth to us when we put on these type of events. So I'm going to run that back, and I want y'all to pay huge attention. Real wholesome. Make you tear the hell up when you see our people doing what we do out there. Because it touches the world. Just us being us. Just us being us. We impact the world.
How can one be down? Tell me where to start. 'Cause every time you smile, I feel tremors in my heart. I have a what concern. How can I get with you till my day comes? Here's what I'm gonna do. You should look in my room, in my bed, and about you. I must confess.
Family, be proud. Be proud of your culture. Be proud of the impact that we have around the world. And be proud to represent it. There is nothing wrong with delineating. There is nothing wrong with it because they've been doing it for so long when we was reaching our arms out, trying to get a hug from Africa, trying to be brothers and sisters to Africa. Try to stand up and take up for them. Only for them to come here and disrespect us left and right. Because they want to steal your heritage and your culture. Because they want to steal your heritage and your culture. You know why? Because they come from a culture of this. This is the culture they come from.
If it was legal, 10. 10, yeah. You know, that's better status, no, bro. What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal?
I'm going to 13.
13.
Yeah. Probably can go still younger than if you go cute, you know? The cuteness just draw you in, so, you know?
You go younger than that.
The cuteness will draw you in.
So you would date somebody younger?
Yeah.
All right. What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal? I pick 12. You don't find 12 is too young? Like that's not a young age for you? Or it's fine?
12, 14.
12 or 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the culture they come from, family. That's the culture they come from, family. So, you know, while people are sitting here talking about we don't have a culture, the world mimics our culture. And the culture that they have in their own homes, in their homelands.
What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal? 10. 10, yeah. You know, that's better status, no, bro. What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal?
I'm going to 13.
13.
Yeah. Probably can go still younger than if you go cute, you know? The cuteness just draw you in, So, you know,
You go younger than that.
the cuteness will dry you in.
So you date somebody younger?
Yeah.
All right. What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal?
I pick 12.
You don't find 12 is too young? Like that's not a young age for you? Or it's fine?
Between 12, 14.
12 or 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
With that being said, family, don't let nobody talk about your culture or talk about anything that Black Americans do here. They have a breed of just despicableness where they come from. Not just the backstabbing culture. The pedophile culture is there too. That's a fact. Especially if you go to places where you see that there's no laws to stop people from messing with them girls. You have people traveling to Africa to abuse little girls. You have people traveling to the Caribbean. Wasn't Epstein's Island in the Caribbean? And I said this all the time. One of the biggest reasons why I was always speaking about Epstein, and Epstein was such a big issue for me to put on blast on my social media pages, was because of the fact that the white women that Epstein, the white girls that Epstein victimized, they got book deals. They got settlements and things like that. We don't even know about the native girls, the black girls that Epstein dealt with, because you don't ever hear about them. This man had breeding farms. He had breeding farms, just like during slavery in Arizona. With all the black children that come up missing, that was a problem for me. But I digress. His island was where? In the Caribbean. So I dread to find out how many Caribbean girls have come up missing and never to be found again. Never to be seen or heard from again. But when you come from a culture like this, it's no wonder people can get away with it.
What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal? 10. 10, yeah. You know that's pedo status, no bro. What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal?
I'm going 13.
13.
Yeah. Probably can go still younger than if you go cute, you know? The cuteness just draw you in. So, you know?
You go younger than that.
The cuteness will dry you in.
So you would date somebody younger?
Yeah.
All right. What's the youngest age you would date if it was legal?
I pick 12.
You don't find 12 is too young? Like that's not a young age for you? Or it's fine?
Between 12, 14.
12 or 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, family. With that being said, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting the like and share button on your way out so we can beat up the algorithm so we can make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you think about what I just presented to you. Because there's a whole lot of folks running around here saying we have no culture, but it's those same folks who tend to be using our culture and abusing our culture and feeling like they have access or should have access to our culture, even when they're not even in the United States of America. But yeah, we don't have the culture. Let me know what you think about this last video that I played for you all, showing their culture, where they come from, and what would they prefer. The law says that when dealing with young girls or dealing with young boys. what age they prefer. With that being said, family, the doors of the church are now closed. Peace, family.